Hey guys, welcome to the Blue Collar Revolution podcast. Today we're going to be talking with Dustin, aka Your Next Landscaper. He's going to tell us how he got started, what's going on in his world. Let's go check it out. All right, Dustin. So now looking back, what advice would you give your...
I would tell myself that it's going to be all right. I would tell myself that, handle this problem today and leave tomorrow's for tomorrow because the problems are always going to be there. It's a revolving door, you know. You can't be so confused and clouded all the time by all the stuff that's going on, but just control what you can control. Don't worry about the outside elements. Don't listen to what somebody told you 10 years ago. Don't listen to what people are telling you now. I used to get made fun of for making videos of my work, and now I've got almost 30,000 followers on Instagram because I started making videos of my work. And now I'm on this podcast because I started making videos of my work. And I don't know where I'm going to be in 5 years, all because I started making videos of my work.
Right.
So maybe, bro, I should have started taking videos a little bit sooner. Maybe that's the advice that should be given. You know what I mean? Tell
Yeah.
people about your stuff. Always, you're your number one fan. Nobody's going to do it for you, and nobody's going to come save you. So don't wait on nobody and just go for it every day.
Yeah.
Relentless pursuit.
A great piece of advice is that you shouldn't take criticism from somebody you wouldn't take advice from.
You're absolutely correct. Don't go seek marriage advice from your mother who's been divorced 3 times. You know what I mean?
It's hard to do, especially being an influencer, putting it all out there in the world. Like you're always just going to have haters that think you should be doing it some other way, or you're not doing enough, or they're mad at you for some reason. We've got almost 2 million followers on Western, and I think we're at like 80,000 followers for the Blue Collar Revolution. And
That's
we've
crazy,
always,
dude.
oh, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. You guys are lying to these kids. It's like, everybody that goes to med school does not end up being a doctor.
Yeah.
We're doing the best with what we got, and we're going to build the best generation that we know how.
Only the best of the best are going to make it. And the competition level should be high
Right.
because that's what's going to give the people who are sourcing your kids that they know they're getting their best. They
Hmm.
know they are, you know? And if you're not the best, man, that sucks. You tried, but
Hmm.
try harder.
Right.
When Michael Jordan took that L, he didn't sit there and lay in bed the next day. He got up the next day and went to work and he tried to perfect his skill.
I know it's kind of what you'll get if you're taking a weld test, but welders always get blamed for being cocky and they're lazy and they don't ever want to do
No.
anything. And it's always man, I just drove 12 hours to maybe have a job,
Yeah.
and then they're gonna x-ray my stuff every day, all day, 100%, so I can keep my job. I got to be pretty confident in myself to be able to pull that trigger and go do that.
You have to. Because
Yeah.
who's gonna do it for you?
It's just crazy. Everybody always looked at the trades as, oh, these are the C students, the D students. They can't do anything. They can just go work in the trades. It's like, I don't think you understand how much math is involved in just a daily operation. It doesn't matter what trade you're in. If you're pouring
Yeah,
concrete, if you're running pipe, if you're doing electrical, there's a lot of math involved.
a lot.
And we do. I saw one the other day, and they were saying that there's only one field that does more higher level math than blue collar workers, and it was financial engineers. So like in my world, I was horrible at school. I graduated 30th out of 32 kids. It just didn't interest me. There was nothing there. I graduated, but just barely. If my
Right.
dad wouldn't have pushed me, I wouldn't have done it. And now that I'm out in the field, I'm over here doing geometry and trigonometry, and it's like, yeah, there's an app for that now, and it definitely helps me out. But I had to learn how to do that stuff because I didn't pay attention in school because I was more worried about going and sticking two pieces of iron together in the shop class or building a birdhouse or something. I wanted to work with my hands, and it just
Yeah.
never scratched that itch until I got into the field. I was like, oh man, this is a lot more math or a lot more.
Because you've been faking it the whole time,
Right. Yeah.
trying to figure out the math equations and
Yeah.
everything. And yeah, but there is nothing like OJT.
Hmm.
Zero. There's nothing like just getting out there and learning. It's burning metal. It's probably gonna hurt if it hits your skin. If that's if,
Hmm.
that, if that's your fear, bro, you're probably in the wrong field.
Yeah, I can remember walking
Um,
through the shop here in July, and it was well, like the hottest week, and it was like 95 degrees, and a kid had a sweatshirt on. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I'm sweating, and I'm just standing here. He's like, oh, I don't want to get burned. I was like, well, you're in the wrong industry, dude. You better
Yeah,
go be a carpenter or
yeah,
something. I guess that
yeah,
don't work out.
yeah. No, it ain't.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna get burned in ways you didn't think was even possible.
Right. Yeah. Them BBs, they find them spots for sure.
How did it get through my boots, my jeans, my socks?
Yeah. Do you have any words of wisdom that you would like to give our listeners today?
First off, man, if you're a kid, if you're 18, kudos to you if you know exactly what you want to do with your life, whether it be in the college or whether it be in the trades. First off, if you know what you want to do at 18, man, that's amazing. Go ahead first into it, and you have two choices that you can make in your 20s. You can either work diligently, go to bed at 9 o'clock, get up at 5, 6 a.m., and do that through your 20s to where your 30s look like people's 60s. You know what I'm saying? And if you do that, if you make that decision, you're not, what are you losing? I mean, yeah, alcohol's fun, but what are you really losing?
Right.
I would rather be drinking alcohol on a beach that maybe I own when I'm
Right.
70. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
I'm in that delayed gratification and get used to sacrifice
Yes,
because
sir.
there's a lot of it.
That's great. That's great advice. I always hear that save your money, and everybody told me. I'm sure they told you starting off too. Like save your money, save your money. Of course, I didn't listen because it's way more fun to go drink. But yeah,
For
or go
sure.
party, or go buy a new truck, or
Or
go to
buy a new turbo
right.
or
Yep.
buy a random Facebook or
Right.
marketplace.
Yep.
Bro, yeah.
Yep.
Much more fun. I've got a flamethrower up here. But it was a write off though. Land
Right. Right.
clearing.
I mean, it's got to be.
Yeah.
Well,
Everything's a
awesome,
write off.
Dustin. Yeah, we'll have to get you up to Wyoming sometime.
I'm thinking about starting once because my shop's going in. I'm thinking about starting like a little bit of a course here. Y'all are doing it.
Yeah.
If one man can do it, another man can, right?
Right. Yep. Yeah. We're pushing less than 1,000 graduates out a year. We obviously we want to continue to grow, but the workforce, I think they're 400,000 voters short a year. There's plenty of opportunities for everybody out there. Yeah, we like to poke fun at other welding schools, just like they like to poke fun at us. But at the end of the day, we all have the same mission.
Yeah. And if you're a welder and if you're listening to this and if you're thinking about going to this academy, now's probably the best time in the last 20 years to become a welder because I know that the pipeline's getting ready to get opened up and I know that things are getting ready to change. So, I mean, if making $100,000 to $200,000 a year sounds pretty good, then you should probably figure out how to make that metal stick, you know?
That's right. All right, Dustin. Hey, but I
See you,
appreciate you.
brother. Have a good day, man. Have
Yep,
a good
you too.
weekend. Y'all be careful.
Wow, Dustin, that was great. Thanks for hanging out with us today. If you guys want to follow along, go to Your Next Landscaper. And if you would like to see more of this, make sure you like and subscribe. All right, we'll see you guys next time on the Blue Collar Revolution podcast.